Tom, it's very good to see. It's the first time we've had a proper catch-up since the end of the season. I'd have thought, looking back now, you're very pleased with how your first season at Surrey went.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't have asked for it to go any better, to be honest. Not only the fact that we were successful, but the fact that I've gelled really well in the team and really enjoyed every moment of being at Surrey.
How important is it that you seem to have walked into that dressing room on day one and just got on very, very well with everyone and looked settled straight away? Yeah,
definitely. I obviously knew a few of the guys before, but everyone welcomed me brilliantly, and it's a good young group, and the older guys have a bit of a laugh with you as well. So it is a really good place to be.
Because you must have been nervous, I'd have thought. Obviously, with what happened at Glamorgan coming here, I'd have thought you were nervous when you first arrived.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, never moved clubs or anything like that before, and I was nervous to see how it was going to go, but. Like I said, the boys were brilliant with me, and the coaching staff were fantastic, Grizz and Sols, and really welcomed me in.
And you got off to a good start, which is absolutely vital, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was the main thing, was getting runs early on in the season and almost sort of trying to cement my place. Within the first 3 or 4 games, which left me a bit more settled, and from then on I just really enjoyed it, and the momentum gathered, and really enjoyed every part of the season.
Of course, second game back at the Surrey, and you make your maiden first class 100. What are your memories of that? Because I remember you saying to me afterwards you faced more balls in that innings than you'd probably done the entire previous season, but you really did get your head down in that knock, didn't you?
Yeah, there's obviously a tremendous amount of focus with that knock, given the circumstances and who I was playing against. So it really sort of got me going, and I knew I had to dig in and really wanted that 100. Xander was saying at the other end, come on mate, this is the hardest one, the first one's the hardest one. So I sort of, took that into account and sort of really tried to knuckle down. And
to get it out the way early as well probably allowed you to relax into the rest of the season, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely, because I played a few games now, sort of on and off. I think it was at least 25 games before I got that first 100. So to then finally get that and then manage to sort of kick on after that is, brilliant.
Now I've got a confession to make. Don't go after me here. I'd seen you play before you arrived here, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure whether you would adapt to Championship cricket. I'd seen you make 20s and 30s and then get out. I knew you could play one-day cricket, but what you've done so well this season is done that. You've got your head down in Championship cricket, still played your own way. Have you in a way surprised yourself how you have adapted and worked situations out, especially in the Championship?
I think so, yeah, definitely. I've having that role a little bit later on in the order has given me a chance to try and settle in and give myself the best chance. And then on occasions, when I've been batting with the tail, has allowed me to sort of play my more natural game. But that most of the time I'm batting with guys who are very aggressive at the other end, so it means that I actually get more time to see myself in, and there's no scoreboard pressure. So that's something that's a massive advantage here, having so many attacking batters, and giving myself the chance to really make the most of my innings.
Yeah, and that responsibility as well. I noticed that as the season went on as well, taking on that responsibility in Championship cricket as well.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to be the main run getter and really sort of strive for a high place in the team, and hopefully later on push up in the order in years to come. So it's important for me to really sort of knuckle down and try and make big innings and make innings that count in games.
Well, that was going to be my next thing, is you did that, especially in the Championship. You made runs when it mattered, and I'm thinking especially of that last Championship game here. You had to win it to go up, and you made 100 in that first innings. You've admitted you had your moments of luck in that, but to do that when it really mattered, that is the mark of a good player, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Obviously, you can't do it in every single game that counts, but it does feel better when you do it in the real important games, and that was a good example of that. In these important games, when there's a lot on the line, you're obviously really up for it, and the focus is second to none. So those are the games I really enjoy, and I'm sure all the boys up there do as well. And it's nice to get some runs in the promotion game, definitely.
Now, there's 1,000 first-class runs for the first time in a summer as well, which always for any batsman is one to tick off, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the benchmark, and it's just about pushing on from there. I think. hopefully, we did really well as a batting group last year, and I think everyone now really trusts each other as batters, and we can keep going as a team and a unit and making big scores together.
And in the one-day stuff, valuable contributions throughout. Obviously, we all knew about you in one-day cricket, but in the T20 and the CB40, of course, you must have been pleased with the way you played in that.
Yeah, definitely. It was. Again, it was nice to make some valuable contributions more in the one-day stuff. It was a bit unlucky that we didn't get through in the 2020. We were very close to the mark, but just didn't quite get over the line. And I think we can really push on from that next year, and I'm sure we'll be a dangerous force in the 2020 next year, definitely.
How was that moment at Lords when you'd won the CB40, and we've seen the scenes of you all standing on the stage and then doing the lap of honour? But in the first season, it must have been great to get some silver.
Oh, definitely. It was that was a tremendous feeling, and the boys were absolutely ecstatic, and I can't describe it really. I was just happiest man in the world, to be honest, and really happy to get some silverware and share it with the guys.
And what you did in the Championship and what you did in the CB40 shows that team spirit, doesn't it? You all get on very, very well. It's a good, close-knit unit now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. The guys just gel brilliantly and really enjoy each other's company. And enjoy winning with each other. It's obviously always going to be good when you're winning games and you're sharing that success together, and hopefully that continues.
And final question for you. I'd have thought, now you've had time to think back and look ahead now to next summer, you're very much looking forward to playing in the First Division, especially with this group of lads that you've gone with to that First Division.
Yeah, definitely. I know the boys will all rise to the challenge, and I'm sure they're all really looking forward to it. It'll be slightly different set of conditions and probably a slightly tougher task, but I think the boys were really looking forward to it, and I think we can make some big strides in the First Division next year.